Hi, I'm Lou with another episode of My Car Story. And today we're out in the Phoenix area and I've got friend of the channel, Kelly Castle, and he's got a great Thunderbird for you. Kelly, what year, make, and model is this one?
This is a 1968 Ford Thunderbird two-door Landau.
You're gonna like this one. Now, Kelly restores these cars, and this one, well, when did you get this one?
I got this in 2017, and I restored it in the same year. I bought it in the summer, and I probably had it done by the winter months, so it took about 6-7 months to restore.
Was it in good condition, or?
No, it wasn't really running too well, and it had some rust, and the paint was completely faded out. But I had to rebuild some mechanical things and redo the interior.
I want to show that bumper right there. It's got that nice roundness to it, kind of molded to the body. You can see it's all flat with that little hood scoop like that we have there too, that you don't want to miss. Let's pop the hood, shall we? And as we pop the hood, we have the 429 Thunderjet in your Thunderbird. Now, do you ever see these cars out at car shows?
It's rare. I've seen one other one time. So I've kind of cornered the market in Phoenix, I guess.
Because you have
5 of them.
5 of them. And we'll feature all 5. One of them is already on the channel. And you can see that. Well, let's, and you can see all the padding to make sure that this is all quiet under the hood. Let's start it up, shall we? Let's show those headlights, shall we?
I think one of them has trouble.
All right, one has a little trouble, so we get a little winking on this one. Needs a little power assist. So Kelly, the one's an automatic and the one's a manual.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to keep track of which car has.
One's an automatic and one's a manual. Let's show the tail lights on this, would you please? We got it the back in the light so you can see that. And show the turn signals. There's your sequential turn signals. And that was just so cool back in the day. All right, we'll stop the sequential turn signal. Let me listen to it idle. Oh, nice and smooth. Go ahead, give it a rev. Sporty, luxurious, and yet nice and throaty. And we'll turn it around. We turn it around, and I really like how you see the indentations around the taillights, and with the sun hitting it, it just looks great. You can see the dual exhaust tucked in down there, that great little indentation in the trunk, and this nice piece in the center of the bird where you could see where that comes in. And as we step over here, we'll show that quarter panel, and we'll share our trunk and treats. As we start our trunk and treats, this finishes the story. There's your Marty report telling you that this is the real deal for the 68 Thunderbird on this car. So I'll just put that there. And as we go to our treats, we have some really neat pieces here. I'll just show you some of them. I thought that was kind of cool. You got your airplane in the background and your Thunderbird with the airplane. Nice shot of the interior there as well on that vehicle. And then it opens up to there. Pretty cool. And on the back, you'll see some of these pictures revealed. Who is this young lady here?
This is Lynn Gleason, a friend of my mother's when we grew up, and she had a '66 Galaxy, I believe, with a phone in it, and we just thought she was really cool. She was always decked out with nice clothes
So she
in the
was
60s.
was she your inspiration? Let's call
Yeah,
it.
she was. She kind of inspired us. We love the Fords of the 60s.
Well, this is definitely, look at how they put this nice piece of parchment paper, I'll call it, in there. And there's that photo we saw again of the wet Thunderbird, the new Thunderbird. But this magazine is great. I like the very thick pages, by the way. You got your race car here and your Thunderbird with it. And there's that picture of that girl that we saw, actually right there. There's that picture of her just kind of looking over the pits, just making sure that everybody's doing everything well, to make sure that that's exactly how you drive your Thunderbird to the race in 68. That's showing your steering column moves. Thunderbirds were better ideas. Happened first. Really nice interiors in these cars. Again, we have another Jet with our four-door. I'll just show some details there. The kids in the front seat. And I have the roomiest bird yet, luxurious Comfort 6. I have no idea why they took a shot that looks like that in the middle of the night. I don't get that one, but we'll just keep moving forward. This one's interesting. There's an actual game going on and someone drove their Thunderbird right into the middle of the game. This kind of makes sense. We're off to the side, the game's over, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is how you end a game. You just drive your Thunderbird up and then you just come over here and hang out. I guess that's how it works. I'm not sure. And we have over here the lights. Oh, you gotta love the pictures from the 60s. Let's go across the car. Honey, what do you think of my floor mats? Can you just get a little closer? And I think I'll take a picture of you. It looks just so wonderful there. It's never happened at the Costabile house, I'll tell you that. I'll be vacuuming the floor mats for sure. I like that little T-bird emblem there. These birds include these better ideas. And then the unique world of Thunderbird there. And all of the deal with the prices, standard equipment, etc. Perfect. And then there was a comparison of the Thunderbird versus the Lincoln. And that's our trunk and treats. Oh, another thing. Gotta have your jack stowage and your information there. And we're back. So as we step back here and take a look at the overall bird, so difficult to find one, and yet here we are. So as we share that, we've got this right here, like so. Share with me the detail on this hubcap, because this is a unique option at that time, and I'll just do that so they can see it. Go ahead.
Yeah, these are the mag style option. They were a little more money to buy. I had to find these one by one. I found two, and then I had to find a couple more. It took me some time, but these are the Brittany Blue insert. They painted, which is like a 67, 68 color, and then this is very hard to find with the turquoise. It's not flaked, so these are in good shape.
Wow.
And I like them because they kind of go with the silver top.
Yeah, and even this like almost a blue hue right inside there, and that one's perfect. So we've got the antenna there. I'll just show the front from this side as well. We've got that great bumper that you can see. It's totally flat, and yet it curves around, tucks under that marker lamp right there. And then of course we've got the sport mirror. May I open it?
Sure.
Thank you. So as we open up the interior, I'll show you that right there, featuring the Thunderbird, and we're greeted to the word Thunderbird there with the little squirrelies, our tires, and probably I'd consider this, maybe I'll let you pull that right there. There you go. The greatest back seat. Look at the wraparound on that. That is tremendous. All right, usually I wouldn't start in the back seat, but that one is so good. And then you have our interior here, this pageantry on the door here, your Thunderbird there. Now there's 6 buttons here. I'm guessing 4 windows and what, 2 locks?
lock and bypass.
Oh,
It's a
bypass.
lockout.
Got it. A lockout. I'll show that there. Look at the console, the lushness up the middle. Your braking. Kelly, would you mind opening the other door so when I'm on that side, it'll just be a little brighter. There. And there. Notice the high beam is a Thunderbird logo. The clock that works. Your temp, your DC, your rear vent. A little upgrade on the radio. You have your temperature here, your lights, your power brakes. Notice on that vent, we have the Thunderbird itself. And tell me about this.
These name tags, I found some OEM ones that were not, had not been
Embossed or titled.
right. And so I took them in and had them put my name because Ford offered this to people when they bought their car to personalize it with this plate.
Is that right?
So I have it on several of my cars.
That is a great little feature just to let them know it's his. Is this a tilt wheel?
It does tilt. It does have swing away, but the swing away option is not working right now.
Okay, and that's
I
fine.
can tilt it.
But I like how it has, look at the stainless there. And if we look from the back, you've got that big padded piece right up there. Well, Kelly, the only thing we need to do now is take it for a ride.
All right, sounds good.
Start this episode facing that way. How beautiful is that? Look at this. Just all around us, the mountain. And we'll come back down that road.
Yeah. Hello.
Kelly. Hello.
Here I am again.
You got a name for these cars. What's the name of this one?
This is a 1968 Thunderbird, and it is named Christine. And it hasn't killed anyone yet, but
Nice.
the reason I named it that was because of the red, but also I had put in an aftermarket one of these radios, and I don't know if it's a radio, but I would come home and the radio would be playing old music. And the
Oh,
car was
really?
completely off. So I disconnected the radio. I don't know why it happened.
And it still played.
No, I didn't understand why it was coming on.
That's when you know it's Christine.
Yeah.
The Ford edition. Got it.
So
that's great.
So yeah, it's
Let me show that. Go ahead, keep talking.
yeah. So
I gotta
it's been
show
an
that
interesting
view.
car. And I bought this car in Tempe, Arizona, back in 2017, and it was a mess. And cleaned it up and restored it.
How many Thunderbirds have you cleaned up and restored?
Well, on my own, probably 4 or 5, but I've done a couple for customers. I'm doing one right now. I'm doing a 67 4-door for a gentleman in Miami, and we're about to get the vehicle back from body and paint, and it's been about a 2-year process so far.
Wow.
So he's very patient. He just writes the checks and sends them out, and I send him pictures of everything we're doing, and
Yeah.
you know, he wants it back to original, so we're painstakingly going through and doing everything.
Speaking of original, I mean, when you get in these cars, it just takes you right back
Yes.
to that time period.
It takes me back to 1980, but I still was nostalgic about it in 1980.
Because you had one in high school.
Right, but in 1980, I remember thinking, man, if I could just go back 13 years, I could have them brand new, you know, but, you know, 13 years now to me is nothing, but back then it seemed like an eternity. And
so you found them, and you fixed them, and you did a great job of them.
thank you.
It really...
It's fun. I mean, I'm just like Jay Leno says, we're just the timekeeper, or the custodian or whatever of
Yeah.
the car while we have it, and somebody will get it later.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. You know, I know I won't have these forever, but I think it's great that I can maintain it and keep it going. And it's a piece of history, and it's a lot better than just something on paper.
Yeah, for sure.
You get to see how they really put it together in the detail.
Yeah, let me
And I
just
like
show that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a nice view. And it drives just great, too. Look at that. Well, Kelly, always a treat seeing you. So much fun. Thanks again for being on My Car Story. Always a treat hanging out with you.
Thanks, Lou.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome.